In this lesson, we're going to look at the value propositions of AWS. At a high level, they offer flexible but sometimes confusing pricing models. They have the widest service offering available, with new services and new additions to existing services being added all the time. One of the facets of the flexible pricing models is that there's no upfront costs. You can get started with the service and try it before you buy it. You also pay as you go and only pay for the services that you use when you use them. For example, if you only need a small server for 1 hour, that's all you have to pay for. That's all you're committed to. Another exciting development is that they have a free tier. Every service has a free tier which lets users try the service. And in the case of EC2, their server product, the T1 microserver can actually be left on 24/7 all year, so you could use it to host a small blog for free. There's currently no limit as to how long you can keep that running. One of the facets of the flexible pricing models is the usage-based pricing. Amazon determines the price by 2 or more dimensions of each service. For example, in the case of EC2, it's charged at a high level by the hourly cost of having the server run, as well as data transfer costs in and out of the server. The reason Amazon breaks it down like this is that they only want customers to pay for only what they're using, instead of averaging the cost of average bandwidth use across all customers. This can make their pricing model very confusing. Let's peruse through how you determine the cost of an EC2 server. Like I said, first and foremost, the EC2 server cost is charged on an hourly basis. You're also charged for data transfer out of the server. You also have to choose one of the 18 instance types they offer. And you have to decide if you want a reserved instance on a 1 or 3 year term for high or low usage, and you also have spot instances. Amazon's pricing model can get very, very confusing, and in this course, we look at each individual service and the things that you need to consider. As we stated before, Amazon has the widest service offering of any public cloud provider. There are currently 30 services spanning a variety of verticals. In the compute space, we have popular products EC2 and Elastic MapReduce, or EMR. On storage, we have S3 and EBS and others. From a database side, we have RDS, DynamoDB, and others. There are several application services that are also used, such as Simple Notification Service and Simple Queuing Service. There are networking services such as Route 53, the DNS service, and Virtual Private Cloud. And there are also deployment and management services, such as Identity and Access Management and CloudFormation. The closest competition that AWS has right now is OpenStack, but they are way behind. They could catch up in 2 or 3 years though, so be sure to watch OpenStack and the developments in that space. In addition to the 30 services that Amazon currently has, they're constantly rolling out new ones, with an average of about 2 to 5 new services per quarter. They're also continuously improving existing services, such as the recent cross-region AMI support. Staying abreast of these changes can be a real challenge, and we discuss this in the Staying on Top of AWS Services lessons in this course. As we stated before, Amazon is able to negotiate unbeatable deals on hardware, power, and bandwidth, and they pass that bulk pricing on to customers. They have literally chopped their prices 25 times since launch, just about 6 times in the last 6 months. This lesson has been on AWS's value propositions.